Welcome once again to my chat. And as I promised in our last video, I have to tackle candlesticks. Once we are done with our time frame, yes, we just have to understand the concept of these candles, how they are being printed. So that is why we have this video also in session. So each of these candles, as I said, represent what is happening. If I click on the daily time frame, one candle represents the day. You understand? This candle is representing the day. And the longer the candle, it means the higher the volume. It means that particular was very volatile. The bigger candles. The smaller candles means like nothing serious was happening, or people were not that active in the market. So whenever you see a bigger candle like this going up, don't force yourself to trade against it, because it means many people are in favor of that particular direction. Okay, so with these candles, you can see that the ones going up are the green ones, and the ones coming down, whenever price is coming down, they are the red ones. So with this, if I take this one here, price, let me first of all, when you take the green candles, you see that this small session, yes, that is the starting. That is where price actually started. Mostly it takes from the previous candle. This is the last candle. Let's say this was the last candle. When this candle closed, price opened around that same session. So before price was able to go up, it came down small. Some people were expecting it to come down, so they tried to push it down. So this was the lowest point. For candles that are going up, I'm talking about the green candles. We call them the bulls, or the bullish candles. Yes, the bulls, like coming from buy. Yeah, and so the price came down. Once price came to this point, it couldn't stay. The buyers too, like they came in the market and they push this price up to this level. You can see that we have a small wick around that zone. So it went to that side, and the sellers came in small and they push it to this point. So around this point, the hour close, the day, we are talking about the daily time frame. So the day close, so price close around this session. That is the closing price. So if you take a buying candle or a bullish candle, or a candle that is representing price moving up, mostly the open price is here. Price open around this stage, went below this. So this will be the lowest price around that particular day. Then price move up to this level. Yes, once price got to that stage, it couldn't stay. So that is the highest price. Then it came to this place. The same way, let's trace it to the next candle. Price, once it closed here, it opened around this session. So once it opened, they try to push it down. Sellers were expecting price to go down, maybe from analysis. But once it got here, the orders from the buyers were too much. So they pushed the price to up to this level. So once price got to that zone, you see the small wick. Once price got to that zone, price couldn't stay. And later on, the sellers push it small and price closed here. Once it got here, the same thing happened. All right, so let me get to the same thing applies to all of these candles. Once you understand this small concept, you'll be able to at least know what is going. So this one too, price close around this stage, around here. Price close here, and it opened around this stage. There was a small like time gap. Because I'm using the daily time frame, let me go to the 4 hour, no, 1 hour, so that we understand it well. So this one, it means each of the candles is representing 1 hour. So here, price close here. Let's use the green. Price, the buy, we know that it started from here, it came down, then it go up, then sellers were able to push it here, then price close. It closed in in that hour, that the hour was done, so they have to close it. And the new price started from here because sellers were pushing it down. Sellers were pushing it down. You can see that we have a small wick, but you can't see it well. It moves more up. Then the sellers push it down to this level. That is the lowest price. But once price got to this place, it couldn't stay. The buyers were expecting it to go up again, so it came up like this and it closed around this section. The next candle begin from that particular place. That one too, the buyers were expecting it to go, so it went small, then came all the way down, but it couldn't stay. Then to this level and closed. Then the next candle began. All right, so that is the explanation of it. So when you take any candle, we call this here, from here to here, we call it a wick, like a candle wick. If you know candles, like how they are, where at least you mark the, you lit it. Yes. So this one is a wick, and this one is a wick, and the green part is the body. Here, the red part is the body. Then we have the wick here. Yes. So this one, the upper part, the wick is very small. Whenever you see a stronger wick or a very long wick, it tells you there is a strong rejection. You understand? So here, let me zoom out. Okay. This one, you can see that price came all the way down here and it got bounced, like at the end it couldn't close around this stage. So they were, buyers were able to push it to this level. It means this here price was actually rejected right from this particular side. Once we go on, we will know why. And when price also went up, it was also rejected and it came around this side. And the candle closed with a small body. Okay, so when you take any candle, as I was explaining the green candles, here is the body. So you know that the green candles price opens around this place. That is the open price. Open price. It opened, then it came down. It made the lowest price. It couldn't stay, and it went high. So that is the highest price. Then it came down and closed around the session. And this one is the body. The same way for the red candles. Price closes start at the top, and this one, it went high. It went to the top. Yes, once it went to, that was the highest price that was reached around that zone, but it couldn't stay. Sellers push it down all the way to here, and they couldn't close the market there. The buyers came in and also raised the price to this level. So that is the closing of it. So here, this small one represents the body, and the body is also representing the summary, and here are the wicks. So if once you see this particular video, you see that we have the upper wick as displayed here, and here we have the lower wick. All right, I will also end this video here. Once you know these candles and what they are doing, that is okay for me. Just make sure you understand it, and I believe this is very simple for you as well. Okay.